Hi everyone, it's Britannia again, and today I am 19 weeks and one day, yeah, because I was 19 weeks yesterday. So I just turned 19 weeks yesterday, and not a whole lot has been happening, although last week I had to get my 2 wisdom teeth pulled out with just being on local anesthesia stuff. Not only that, I'm allergic to the regular anesthetic that they use that lasts longer. Sorry, it's a trash truck. And he gave me the my dentist gave me the max amount of pain, anesthetic stuff that he can give to one person, and while being pregnant. So, last Thursday I had woken up, well actually it was Thursday night, but I had still woken up with really, really bad pain up here on my right, on the right side of my tooth, and I knew it was my wisdom tooth because none of my other teeth were really that bad. So I was just like, oh great, what are they gonna do? I know I can't go under while being pregnant because it's not safe for the baby. And they had already tried not this last appointment, but one of my previous appointments for one of my cleanings. I had to have a deep cleaning, and they used just the regular stuff that they give everybody unless otherwise noted. And I got sick. Like, I all of a sudden felt really super hot. I was sweating, like, underneath my bra and my armpits and all that kind of stuff, and, it takes a little bit for me to sweat, and definitely sitting there in the dentist chair wouldn't make me sweat, even with the heater on and, having my coat being on or whatever. But, and then I started to feel sick, like I was gonna throw up, and then the lady that was cleaning my teeth, she's like, are you okay? You got really pale all of a sudden. I'm like, no, I'm not okay. I didn't feel like I was gonna pass out or anything, but I don't know, I just got really hot and then really sick, and I knew it was from the anesthetic that they used because my dad is the same way. So, sorry, there's a kid out there. He all of a sudden popped out of nowhere. He kind of scared me. Anyways, so then I had to tell them. I had already told them before that I don't know what kind, but there's certain anesthetics out there that bother me and make me feel sick, and so they took that in consideration, and I guess they didn't have any or whatever, and then they forgot all at the same time, so then they just used the regular, and then of course I got sick. But anyways, they numbed me up really good, like beforehand, but I don't know, I ate, sorry, pregnancy brain. I ate before I left this time, obviously, because I was hungry and because I'm pregnant and, I need the nutrients and all that kind of stuff. So I just had a piece of toast because I figured, if I did get sick, that would be easy to come up. I know that's gross, but I was just thinking about that. And, sometimes if you don't eat, your body absorbs the anesthetic into something else, and it doesn't numb you as well or as long. So that wasn't it. It was just because of maybe my mouth is just really hard to get in them. I don't really know, but they had to use, I mean, as he was pulling, I was just like saying, ow, and then he would stop, and then he would put more in, and then, you know, he would pull a little bit more. I mean, those teeth were just so, really, they were just really, really decayed, and he was saying that he was surprised that they hadn't have bothered me before. And this one hadn't, you know, the one on my left side hadn't had bothered me at all. But the one on my right started bothering me Thursday night. And then, of course, we called them Friday and they're closed. So I had to wait all the way until Thursday, next Thursday, to get in, because we had to wait for my in-laws to come over so that way my husband could start his new job on Monday, or last Monday. And, you know, I don't want to put my son in daycare just for that. Plus, you know, I didn't want him to get sick or whatever from daycare. He hasn't gotten vaccinated or anything, and that's a whole nother story, but so we had to wait until they could come over, and they had car troubles, so they had to come over Wednesday, and then finally I could get in on Thursday. And so, but at least I had stopped being in pain on, I think it was Sunday, like Sunday night. But it was the most intense pain I've ever had. I'm gonna say this, it was more intense than being in labor and having a baby, because I'll tell you this. The reason why is because when you're in labor, you get a break, even if it's just for a minute or even if it's 30 seconds. You know, you get that break and you kind of, you know, get that break that you have, you know, you have time to get your energy back and, you know, to kind of breathe and stuff like that. But this was just like constant pain, and it felt like somebody was like jabbing a knife or something really sharp up in my tooth and my gum and my jaw and my brain, because I mean, I just hurt all the way up in here on my right side. And so, I mean, it was really painful, and I tried not to take any Tylenol. I know it's safe, because I asked my midwife about it, but, you know, I tried not to take any Tylenol, but I had to, because I was just in so much pain. I was in so much pain that I was crying, and I don't usually cry over pain, unless it's really bad. So, so that was that. That was fun, and I am still in pain here and there, which isn't fun, but at least they're gone and I won't ever have to deal with them again. So I'm glad about that. So as far as pregnancy symptoms goes, I'm not sure if it's because of my mouth hurting or what, but I've been feeling a little bit more tired, like around 4 or 5 in the evening. So I like when I take a nap, and then if I do take a nap, I don't feel tired until like 12 or 1 a.m. and then I've been waking up at like in between like 7:30 and 8:30, because I don't know why, but for some reason my mouth just hurts and I can't lay down anymore, so I have to get up. Hopefully that will go away soon. And I've been craving, you know, obviously soft stuff, since I can't really eat anything, I can't really chew anything very well, and I obviously can't suck through a straw, so I've been craving like macaroni and cheese, and I've been craving a milkshake, you know, just wanting to eat it out of the spoon or something, but I want a chocolate milkshake. But I don't think, I've been feeling the baby move a lot. Like the other night, he was having a party in there or something, because he moved like non-stop for like maybe 2 hours. Maybe not that long, but I feel like a really, really long time, because I mean, that was the most I've ever felt him before, or the longest, I guess, and the most powerful, I guess. And my husband, of course, he was out, and so, you know, he couldn't feel the baby move or anything, so I'm just like, oh man, you're missing out. But I think that's about it. Yeah, I'll show you my belly. I don't know if it's changed at all from week 18 or not, but I gotta move this chair. Hopefully I won't have to run or do it again because I'm running out of time. Oh, this way. Sorry, it's backwards. So this is week 19 belly. And I don't know if you can see this, but I think it's an ingrown hair. Because my belly is really hairy right now. So that's fun. And it itches. So, yep. This is with my shirt on from the front. I feel like I've gotten, like, really huge. Especially right after I eat. So, that's the belly. Okay. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.